Alright, hey guys, Luke here. What's up? Hope you guys are having a great day. We are going to be installing the Easy Lip on my Charger Hellcat today. I'm going to kind of walk you through step by step because I've done this a few times on my other vehicles. So hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. One of the first things you might notice, if you can, is it might look a little dirty. And you're saying, well, why don't you wash it first? That just makes sense. Well, I'm not going to wash it first. I'm just going to prep the area where I'm going to be applying the Easy Lip, and I'll tell you why. Pro tip, at least on the Chargers, right on the edge of where the lip is going to end is where a lot of the water accumulates after you wash it. And if you don't wait, I guess probably 24 hours before you do it, that water will not make the adhesive work very well. So I'm just going to prep the area, use a light solvent, and then the alcohol to take off the solvent, and then the prep pad that it comes with. So that's what I would do, and that's what we're going to do right now. So let's get to it. Alright, so I just opened the box with the Easy Lip, and it's usually just a pretty simple setup. They come in these rolls here. Now, I went ahead and got the Easy Lip Pro, and the reason I did that is because it just looks, it's a little bit more of an extension. So for such a big car, it makes it look a little bit lower to the ground, and that's the Easy Lip Pro. So I'll show you the difference. I'll put a picture on the screen here of what the difference between the Easy Lip Pro and the regular Easy Lip is. And check out the next video, and I'll show you the Easy Lip side skirts, which I think are great because if you put it on a lift, you don't have to worry about anything getting ruined. It looks good, nobody can tell, and it just kind of moves and flexes with whatever you're doing. So let's get started on that stuff. So I've got some Adams waterless wash that I'm going to use because it's pretty mild, but if you just really even just have a little bit of water with some dish soap or something like that, you should be okay. Let's go ahead and get this on there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just use a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to clean that same area just to make sure that all the solvent is off and it's nice and ready for us to put on the lip. Alright, so you can see I've unpackaged the Easy Lip, and basically you'll have this adhesive strip that goes along the edge. You'll see that's how it's going to look. It's going to go basically straight down depending on the angle of your lip. So mine's a little bit angled out, so it's going to stick out just a little bit, which actually looks cool because it flows with the car itself. So it's just a matter of peeling off this plastic protection as you put it on the car. So it's a little tricky, but I think it's the best way to do it so you don't get anything stuck in the adhesive while you're applying it. So I'll show you that now. Also, something handy, if you have a heat gun, I know a lot of people might not have a heat gun, you can use a good hair dryer as well, and that's just to heat it up afterwards to help that adhesive stick. These are like 15 bucks on Amazon, and they sent me a purple one. I don't know why, but either way, let's get started. Alright guys, I had to take off the microphone so I could strap it to my head, but let's see what we can do and go ahead and start this process. Now it's really up to you if you want to go from the right side of the car to the left side of the car. Obviously you would just have to unroll the whole thing, which I actually recommend doing anyway because it just helps get the... Alright guys, sorry about that. It looks like my GoPro literally just shut off in the middle of recording the most important part of the video, which was putting on the Easy Lip. So I'm just going to go over a little bit of how the application went from my other video, and we'll just have to continue as is. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so I have it all laid out here, and we'll just basically start peeling this off a little bit at a time. Just a little section to kind of get an idea. And actually, I always tell people to kind of get an idea before you do it, just to kind of see where it's gonna, how it's gonna look. Now I have a little lip that kind of edges out like that, so I want to get it on this section here, kind of like that. Kind of keeps it even with the edge. Because if I put it out here, totally up to you if you want that straight out look. I actually prefer this kind of like lower look right here to the straight out look. So I'm going to do this, but you could always do this. Okay, just get that situated in there. And just kind of move along with how you want the look to be. Use your thumb for guidance. I notice I'm only taking off just a little bit at a time. It's a little forgiving if you mess up. Just a little bit. You gotta be quick about it. See, because if I can see the adhesive strip from me, I'm too far out. Now here on my car I've got a weird bend. So I try to follow that as much as I can. While keeping this underneath. And also try to be even with the car at the same time. See, coming up just a little bit too far there. All right, and then I'm gonna get my scissors. Oh. One nice clean cut. And we're done. Alright guys, so now we're going to take the heat gun and go along the adhesive and just kind of heat it up. Not too hot, but just enough to get that adhesive working. Alright, and there you have it. Alright guys, so there you go. Easy Lip is installed. Pretty straightforward process. It's just a little tricky if you're doing it for the first time, so hopefully this video helped. And if you watch the next video, you'll see the side skirts installation. Alright guys, well there she is, all done. Something I've been wanting to do since the beginning because I had it on my Scat Pack. I think it just adds just enough to set it off. Get it a little bit lower to the ground without actually lowering it, because personally I think these things sit pretty darn good from the factory anymore, and they look kind of slammed, which is not my favorite look. Plus it gives it bumper protection as well. So if you just happen to hit that curb, which it has helped me, you know, you're gonna scratch a, you know, $50 piece of rubber instead of, you know, of a $600 front fascia. So another nice thing about the side skirts as well, if the car is ever on the lift, they're not going to be affected. They just kind of get pressed up in there and then completely go back to the shape they were when it's off the lift. So that's another nice thing, because you know, if you buy expensive side skirts, you know, you never know what a lift can do to them. Same with the front clip, you know, or the splitter. You just never know what something's going to happen if you smash into something. All right guys, well I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the way that the Hellcat looks. I've always liked the way that it looks just because it adds a little bit you know, flair, and it's easy to fix if something happens, or you don't have to worry about paying $350 as opposed to $50. So I want to thank EasyLit for sponsoring this video and the product. It's been, I think this is about probably the third or fourth product that I've bought from them, and everything has been great, and the customer service is great as well, because I made a mistake the first time I installed it and they actually backed me up and gave me a full refund and sent me another one. So if you want to check out their products, I'll leave a link in the description below. If you have any questions on the install, or you think you know, I missed something, just leave a comment below and I'll get right to your comment. So anyway, thanks for watching guys. Catch you on the next one.